guest is a comedian, a radio show host, and now the New York Times best-selling author of Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Right here, please welcome the hilarious Steve Harvey.
How you doing?
Always sharp, always.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's the new look.
I like it.
Yeah, it's driving them crazy.
I like it.
My wife will encourage me to do that, actually.
Yeah, your wife. Last time you were here, you were divorced, and you said that you were going to find a girlfriend, and now you're married. You jumped right to the marriage part.
Yeah, got right to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Look
her.
how beautiful. That's
Yeah,
great.
She's gorgeous. I love her.
What's her name?
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Yeah. She was very convincing, you know. She's kind of reason that I came up with the idea for the book, you know, because when I got divorced, I said, I'm just going to, you know, kick it.
Yeah, sure.
Get me a string of them and just run it. That's what I was going to do.
Right.
And she came to visit in New York one night, and I woke up to go to the bathroom about 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's my time.
Right.
And she was in the hallway with a fur coat on, bags packed, everything. And I said, hey, what's going on? She said, I'm going home. She said, what I want for my life and my children is this. If you don't want that, I'm really cool with that, but you go do you. I'm going back to Memphis. I still love you, but when you decide that you want to come over here in the same space that I'm in, until that, I'll see you later. I said, okay, this is crazy. This is the finest woman I've ever had in my life, and I'm going to blow it and let her go home. So she had set these standards and these requirements, and I'm a guy. If you want a woman, you're going to meet the standards and requirements. So 6 months later, I was proposing, and a year later, I was married, and I'm cool with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
How long have y'all been together before?
Well, see, I actually dated her 20 years ago.
Oh, so you knew her?
Yeah, I knew her, and I was an idiot 20 years ago. I'm not that much smarter now, but I was like really stupid back then. So I dated her 20 years ago. She went off and got married. I got married. She had some kids. I had more kids. And when I got a divorce, I was in a casino gambling, and my buddy called her girlfriend, and they were talking, and I said, so how's Marjorie doing? I said, can I talk to her? And she got on the phone about an hour later, and I said, how you doing? She said, well, I've been divorced for 3 years now. Oh, okay, cool. So I got on the jet and flew to Memphis the next day.
And so then you get this idea to write a book that, of course, it's #1 on the New York Times bestseller. And it's serious.
Yeah, it's a serious book.
It's a serious book. People think they're going to buy this book and they're going to be mad at you, but except they're going to get a lot of good advice, because you're really telling people what women should be thinking about, right?
Well, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm an expert on manhood. I know men.
Yeah.
I've been getting to this point for 52 years. My father's whole goal was to get me here, so I know men. All my friends play ball, they're actors, they drive trucks, they're insurance salesmen. I went to college with them, I grew up with them. I know how men think. And what women just do not know is how men think. Y'all keep talking to each other about men, and you just keep swapping stupid information.
Yeah.
And you really do. And I mean, you know, you need to ask a guy what's really going on. And so I decided, instead of writing some crazy book about some clinical study, you know, Dr. Phil type stuff, because you're not going to marry Dr. Phil anyway. I mean, I'm not knocking. I know
he's a great guy.
He's a nice guy, but you don't want him as your husband, though. You know. I mean, you're going to marry a regular guy, so you need real information, how guys really think on a whole lot of subjects. And so I talked to these friends over the years, and I put all this information together. And I really do share with women the real thought process of a man. It's really an intriguing look into mindset.
And you have a 90-day rule for you think women should have a 90-day rule.
Look.
Which I think this is fascinating.
Here's the deal. I used to work at Ford Motor Company, right? They have a probation period of 90 days. You have to stay on this job for 90 days because they're going to check you out. They're going to see if you work well with others, if you're on time, if you're going to do what you're going to say you're going to do. And then after 90 days, they give you this benefit package. You can go get your eyes checked. You can go get your teeth fixed. You can take your kids down there and get them some medical attention. I look at women who meet guys and wind up in an affair, in a relationship with them, physical, in 2-3 weeks, in 3 months, 2 days, 6 weeks. What are you doing? Ford Motor Company don't give away benefits for 90 days. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you all have the greatest benefit package. You're the reason we wake up in the morning. Because we want one of you. I go to work because of one of you. If there wasn't women in this world, I wouldn't even bathe.
Amen, brother. All right. When we come back, you're going to tell us the biggest mistake that women make with men. We'll be right back. We're back with the hilarious Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey has some advice for women, and I think that's true. It has to be coming from someone who actually knows the inside of
I mean, absolutely, you know.
So tell, what is the biggest mistake that women make in a relationship?
Well, I mean, you know, you don't get enough information up front. On the first day, you have every right to know what you're getting into. But we're guys, we're pretty crafty now. We've created some terms to keep you away from that, like nagging. Nagging is a term we came up with. That keeps you from talking to us too much because we don't like answering the questions. And then we created terms like gold digger. That's so you don't ask for nothing until we get what we want. So we've done all of this over the years. We're very crafty people. But the biggest mistake that women make is you don't get enough information up front. You got to know on the first night you're talking to this guy what his intentions are. See, look, if we see you in the office or across the room, when we walk over to you, we want something. We're not coming over there to find out what your future goals and all of that. We don't care what your hopes for tomorrow are. No, we saw you, we saw something we wanted, and we're coming over there to see how much it's gonna cost to get it. That's the deal. That is really the truth. If you think we're any other way, I kid you not, we are not that way. And so when you walk up to a guy, you gotta get find out what his short-term goals are, his long-term goal. The first day. Don't even get this guy your number.
Right.
You know, learn how this works. You got to know where this guy's going, because if his ambition in 5 years is to be the top leading pharmaceutical salesman in the neighborhood, you kind of want to know that.
Yeah.
You want to be the drug lord. Wait a minute.
Yeah. And if he says something like, you know, this is too heavy for the first date, we should get to know each other, you should leave because he's just trying to put that off.
That's all he's doing. See, look. It's real simple. We're either playing with you or we're planning with you. We're only doing one or two things. You want a guy that has a plan for you, not to play with you. So let's get into it and find out. Look, if you know you want a serious relationship, you got to state that up front. Well, it'll run him off. If he goes away, he was only there to play in the beginning.
Right.
The guy that has something in his head is going to stick around and see how high the bar is and how high he's got to climb to get to you. See, too many women got their fence this high. A lot of guys stepping in the yard, playing in the yard.
Don't you let those men step in your yard.
Yeah. Messing up your flowers, digging holes.
No, don't let it happen.
That's it.
No. You know what you remind me of? If this was, you know how there's that fantasy of that, what's the matchmaker that, you know, they shoot the arrow and they get, you know, that's who you